we'll start over.
Yeah. We'll start over.
All right.
What are we talking about today, Hayley?
Today
Dog?
we are going to be defining your target audience and customer avatar, and what you're going to learn, like you've learned a couple times so far, is that I don't know what I'm doing, and Katie is really the one that is the expert on most of these things.
No.
And she's going to help me develop my customer avatar today. I have an idea of what it is, but she's going to help me refine it. So we're going to talk about how you do that.
Wait, so
Katie, how you do that?
When a couple months ago, when you were like, I want to have a business podcast, what were you going to talk about?
I don't know.
You were going to be like, do markets, do Instagram. Or were you like hoping that somebody would be like,
Well, I knew that you knew stuff, and it was, what did I think I was going to?
So you were telling me so that I could just organically be like, okay, I'll do that with you. Or rather, I'll do that with you.
Well, I think really what I'm discovering as we have sat down to decide what goes into the podcast is that there's so much more that I am not even like scratching the surface of. So like I've got a number of things that I understand.
Sure.
And that I'm doing, but there's a lot of things that I'm not doing. So I imagine that if there's a lot of things that I'm not doing, there's a lot of things that our listener friends aren't doing too.
Yeah, Gen Pop is not doing.
Yeah.
And, to be fair, there's always something to learn. So there's still going to be stuff still stuff I need to learn too.
Yeah.
I don't think I developed a target audience or target market until like the last year, which is what we're going to talk about today. I always knew about it. Yeah. And I always knew I should do it. I just didn't actually
I've
draw
understood
it up.
the idea of like having an avatar for a long time, but like actually sitting down and defining it, haven't really done that yet.
Anyway, so we'll talk about defining your target audience today. This will be part 1 in our marketing series. We'll talk about this today. Then we'll talk about social media. And I forget the third thing.
We got newsletters.
Newsletters, yes. But before we get into that, we want to kind of shoot the shit for a second.
Let's shoot the shit. Yeah.
We can talk about things we're excited for, things like wins we've had recently, fails we've had recently. Do you want to start?
Yeah. I want to talk about a non-business win.
Okay. A non-business win.
This might mean nothing to no one, but this has literally changed my life over the past week. I have a 19-month-old. I am now able, I don't want to brag, I'm able to put him into his crib, awake, drowsy but awake, and walk away.
What?
And when I tell you I've regained a whole ass hour back into my day, it's incredible.
And he's allowing you to do this.
He's like, night night.
Bye.
Bye.
So he's cool with it. This is a him decision.
Kind of.
He's decided.
I think
this is
so.
His
it was
new
like
life.
the first couple of nights he was a little like, what's going on here? But like more or less, like he's like, all right, night night. Get out of here. So that's an enormous win for me.
Cool.
I have another win that I want to talk about, but I think I'm going to save it for social media week.
Yeah, that one is relative to social media.
But I've had I don't know if I'd call it, I guess it's a win. It's a cool thing.
Yeah.
It's a cool thing. Leaving you on a cliffhanger.
I cannot define any wins right now.
Oh, Katie. Come on.
Well, the last time when you first initially brought this up, you were like, maybe we should talk about wins or whatever. And I couldn't then, and I can't now. I think I might be too far into it to be able to decipher wins at this point. However, I do have things I'm looking forward to. The same thing I'm always looking forward to every year, which is fall fucking candles.
Hell yes.
I don't care who is like, it's not fall yet. I don't care. Shush. I will die for fall candles.
I think fall candles are awesome.
And we release them on August 1st, which is they'll already be released by the time you hear this, but it's happening in 3 days, and I'm just very excited. And so is everybody else, okay?
Listen. The world is abuzz
Yeah, the world.
Yeah.
We'll talk about why the world is not a buzz today. I'm not selling to the whole world.
The people on the streets are excited.
Anyways.
Do we want to talk about garden party? That's about to come up. That's a nice thing for you to be able to check off.
That's
and
kind
I'm
of
excited for it.
It's going to be a win.
Reason.
Yeah. Garden Party is a local Beverly event that's happening August 8th. By the way, we're in Beverly, Massachusetts.
Not Beverly Hills, California. in case that wasn't super clear.
But Beverly was named after.
No.
Wasn't it?
Beverly Hills is named after Beverly, Massachusetts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're older than.
Like Katie.
Listen.
Oh boy. Our town is about to celebrate its 400th birthday.
Yeah,
Katie
I know.
just questioned whether or not.
I know. No, it was a statement. We are older. Okay. What were we talking about?
Garden party.
Okay, garden party is at the Beverly Common from 12 to 5 p.m. There's going to be music, artists, makers, food, drinks. There's a whole champagne chateau. Flowers galore. It's a garden explosion. We're going to have artists who have created art installations that are going to be kind of dispersed around the Common. And Garden Party is an event run by Beverly 400, which was put together to devise a whole crap ton of events for 2026, which is the year of the 400th birthday for Beverly, as we've already discovered. And this is one of them, and I'm heading it up with a couple of other people.
Yes, and that's the reason why I brought it up, is because you've put so much work into this for the past year. Like this, it'll be nice to like tie a bow on it and like release it to the world and know that you've gotten it done. And
yes, it will be a great event, but gosh, golly gee, will I be so excited when it's over.
I'm sure.
This is a volunteer position, and I do a lot of volunteer work in Beverly, but this was definitely like the hardest and the most grueling volunteer work I've done so far.
Yeah.
Anyway, August 8th, 12 to 5, Beverly Common. Come see us.
And I'm excited because I'm vending at it.
Yeah, Hayley will be there.
And I love vending.
Hayley makes ornaments.
I do. In case
Haley has a small business too.
I do. I know it may seem like I don't, but I do.
All right, let's get into the topic at hand here. So we're talking about defining your target audience. This can also be known as your customer profile, customer avatar, or your target market. So these phrases, these terms are used interchangeably. They all mean the same thing. So I might use any one of these different terms throughout this episode. So we'll first talk about the importance of having a customer profile. First and foremost, it helps you to niche down and define who you're talking to when you're developing your marketing plan. So this is going to make it easier for you when in your marketing to be able to understand the voice you're trying to develop, the tone, the words you're going to say, how witty you want to be, how serious you want to be. This is going to help you to do that. It's easier. So when you're doing ads, whether you want to do them or not, I don't care. That's neither here nor there. But if you are, you have to do something called, you have to develop something called an audience on there, and this will help you to do that as well, and it helps you to target those exact people throughout the meta universe. Having your customer profile also helps you to define pain points and deliver what your customers need. So we're going to go over pain points in a minute here. And this creates high retention and loyalty. So you're giving the customers what they want, what they need, they like it, they enjoy it, they're going to come back for more. And then your target audience is going to recognize when you're talking to them. So for example, if you're writing in your newsletter, you're maybe promoting like a new collection or whatever, and you put in a meme of like New Girl or whatever, because you know your target audience loves the show New Girl, and you put like a quippy quote or whatever. Your target audience who you developed that for is going to see it and be like, oh my God, I love New Girl. This is so funny. This email's for me. And then that's, this keeps happening over and over again. They're just going to be like, this person gets me. This person is relatable. Let me see what they have to offer, and let me finally buy that candle they've been trying to sell me. Does that make sense so far?
It does, yes.
A couple of things to note about making your customer profile. Your avatar can be nothing like you, or it can be identical to you. I would say that my customer profile is pretty similar to me. It's pretty in line with the person that I am. And that's just by chance. That's not always going to be the case. So, for example, let's say, I don't know if this is the truth, but let's say whoever developed Budweiser, let's say it was like somebody like us. Mm-hmm. We're not the target audience for Budweiser. No. So I would want to develop a different target audience that I'm going to be able to relate to for Budweiser, the beer.
Sure.
Are we allowed to say big brand names on here? I'm pretty sure we've talked about like Amazon and shit.
Yeah. Imagine inventing Budweiser, but like not being a beer drinker. Like not being the kind of guy.
So this happens.
And I know,
so
it sure does.
People will buy businesses too, not necessarily create them. They'll buy businesses and they're not necessarily the target audience. And so they either have to develop it because the previous person didn't or, inherit that customer profile. Yeah. And you don't, I can't relate to wanting to sell people that you're nothing like, but it happens, I'm sure.
Well, you know what's kind of funny, Katie? So I sell Christmas ornaments. Mm-hmm. I've not like always been that crazy about Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm not a big, like you would think like, oh, a person that makes and sells Christmas ornaments must be obsessed with Christmas.
Yeah.
Friends, not the case.
So
I have come around, I would say, more to liking Christmas as I've grown this business.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not historically like obsessed with Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean, we decorate for Christmas. I don't go like like I'm not like, oh my God, I can't wait to break out the box of Christmas. Like I just like it doesn't excite me that much.
So you probably wouldn't be your target market.
I'm not necessarily.
You'd be adjacent.
Yeah, but I'm actually not really my target audience.
So this is a good example of what I'm talking about. And if you take away nothing else from this pod, take away this one line I'm about to say. You cannot provide for everybody. Not everybody in the world is going to want your product, and you cannot sell your product to every single person. That's just a fact. Sorry to say. So when you're writing out your target audience, your answer cannot be everyone, because that's just not true.
It can't be person with wallet.
No.
Which is what I suggested to Katie earlier.
No. And let me give you another example of this. So we'll use my candle company for instance. I've developed an adorable candle label and a very approachable, sustainable, eco-friendly, vegan product here, approachable to people in my target audience is what I'm talking about. But I'm not marketing to like Alaskan fishermen who are like 75 years old, like spending their days like knee deep in whatever they're doing in fucking Alaska. They're not a target market of mine.
It just might not be for them.
This is not, I mean, maybe that's a bad example because if they're going home covered in fish all day,
they could really use
maybe
your product.
They could really use my product.
Yeah.
I'd have to develop a different way of talking to them because this person is 75 and it's a man. So I've traditionally found it difficult to sell to the men that walk into our store. They're usually buying for somebody else. They're not usually buying for themselves.
Sure.
So
you need to make a candle that smells like bacon.
That's
or like
disgusting.
That's like the last thing Katie would do.
Hayley,
I'm
don't make
sorry
me
that
throw
I
up
even
on
suggested
this
that. That was horrible.
All right, so let's get into the elements of a customer profile. Okay. While I'm doing this, Hayley, I would like you to start taking notes on what you think the answers to these questions are for you. So when you're developing a customer profile, you can include ranges. So like think like age ranges, 25 to 40 or whatever it is. For today's purposes, we're going to just be developing it for one person. So we're going to create one age, one gender. But again, these can be ranges when you're developing yours. If you know you're selling to men and women, that's a part of your target audience, okay? But for today, I'm just developing one person.
Okay.
Or we are, rather, because this is going to be your homework, P.S.
Yeah.
All right, so
I think that if you are in a position to do so, like fill this out with us right now.
Take notes, yeah.
Just like stop what you're doing. Work's
Just
not important.
Pull over.
Yeah. Pull over. Grab your notes app. Let's start taking notes.
I exclusively listen to podcasts when I'm driving, so.
I'm usually working and driving.
Hayley, when I take a drink, you have to fill in the space.
I was trying to.
Okay, so first one is going to be their basic, like the makeup of who that person is. So age, gender, family status. Are they single? Are they married? Do they have children? Would they never have a children for as long, or a children? Do they hate children? Will they never have children? What's their income bracket and what is their career? Second, what do they value? For instance, do they value family time? Do they value exercise, healthy living, time with friends, date nights, things like that? What are their interests? Are they interested in sustainable living, traveling, animal welfare? Are they a plant person? Things like that. You can decide what their media habits are. Are they using socials every day? Are they a doom scroller? Do they tend to make posts on Instagram, or are they instead a lurker? Because don't forget, like, when I'm talking to you, Hayley, like, our audience is, they probably don't have businesses, so they're probably not posting as much on, like we are.
Right.
So that's something to remember too. You need to be able to put yourself into the shoes of your customer. Don't just assume that they're doing the habits that you are. Okay, what are their media habits? Shopping habits. Do they shop small? Do they prefer to shop sales? Do they shop at the mall? Do they shop exclusively online? Are they anti-Amazon? Things like that. What kind of shows, music, foods are they into? Are they a food? Oh, I put binger here. But I meant like binging shows, not binging food. Are they like a series binger? Like, do they, find a series they love and then, watch the whole thing in one day, like I do?
Understood.
Are they a reader instead? What kind of TV shows do they watch? Are they watching reality TV? Are they watching anime, cartoon-based adult television? I mean, if your target audience might be a child too, so they might literally be watching cartoons. How does your target customer talk? Do they use modern slang? Do they use slang ironically? Like, are they saying the Gen Alpha words or the Gen Z words, but they're just saying it because they think they're hilarious? Are they saying it because they're really trying to make that a part of their vernacular? What problems do they have and what are their pain points? Yeah. So this is a big one. So you're going to take everything that you wrote down, like from what I just listed out, and from this information, you're going to list what their problems might be. So for example, if this person is interested in sustainable living, maybe their problem is that they can't find a sustainable candle. They can't find a sustainable ornament. And speaking of that, that's one of your ornament's benefits.
I know, and I never think about that, but it is both like a sustainable, it's made of sustainable materials. And like, does sustainable cover like you can't break it? Like, does that fall under sustainability? Because you can't break these
durability,
things.
For sure.
Okay, so maybe two different things.
But like when I think of Christmas ornaments, I think, oh my God, I got to go to Target and get something plastic and gross made in China.
Yeah.
But you've got the benefit of having like a sustainable, locally, which is hard to find.
Yes,
so this is
that's
something
true. I should hone in on sustainability.
Yes. Of an example of a pain point, let's say your customer values sustainable living. They're going to be seeking out products that are made sustainably. So you're going to add this to your marketing. This is going to be the language that you're going to use, and that's going to reel them in, the people that you're looking for. And then next, you're going to write down how you're solving their problems.
Okay.
So defining their pain points and their problems, and then how you're going to solve them. So like maybe you're writing up like a sentence or two about how your products are specifically targeting everything you just wrote about this customer.
Okay.
So I'm going to read out the Soy Much Brighter customer avatar, and then we'll start building yours together. So the Soy Much Brighter customer avatar or customer profile is, they're a millennial Gen Z person. Well, they're a millennial Gen Z woman.
Yeah.
Now, let me interject myself here because you might think, oh, now I'm only going to sell to this one person. That's not true. There's going to be outliers. There's going to be people that you're going to pull in that have a couple of features from what you've written out here. There's also going to be people buying your stuff as gifts because they can see their giftee. Is that the giftee? They can see the person that they're buying for in the marketing that you're showcasing here. So either way, there's going to be outliers. So I'll just say that. But it's still going to be extremely useful to develop this plan to talk to one person. Anyway, let's get back to So Much Brighter avatar. So it's a millennial Gen Z woman aged 25 to 40. Their income is likely $65K to $125K per year. Their interests are sitcoms, binge watching TV shows, supporting local art. They're a moderately active person. They enjoy crafting, DIY, making stuff with their hands.
They're probably like generally a pretty alternative type of person.
Yes.
Like they're not like a mainstream girly.
No. I will say the avatar is basically me.
Yeah, Katie just described herself. I love your binge watching shows.
Basically, it's not 100%, but it is basically.
Yeah.
The values of this person, they care about the environment and social justice. They're an animal lover. They support causes that align with their values. They're politically liberal and progressive. They probably have cats. They prioritize shopping small.
Not for dog people.
There are dog people that shop with me, but this person, the person I'm talking to, probably has cats. You don't see me making dog memes on my socials.
We just lost half our audience.
It's 100% cat memes.
Cats only. This is a cat podcast, by the way.
This person eats fairly well, supports local eateries rather than chains. They're an independent person. They're well educated. They have a close group of friends. They primarily use Instagram to scroll. They're likely a tad outdated in common slang, but they'll use it ironically. This is me. Their pain points. They need a vice for relaxing that isn't alcohol or drugs. They want a nice smelling house, and they probably need to cover up pet smells.
Yes.
So here's my solution for this person. We, So Much Brighter, provide an eco-friendly, sustainable, and vegan candle that's custom blended so as to not smell like other candle brands. So they're getting a unique product there. They're feeding 2 birds with 1 scone by shopping small and avoiding big box stores.
Oh, they're feeding instead of killing because you're vegan. That's funny. Katie? It took me a minute, but I get it.
They're feeding 2 birds with 1 scone. Okay, by shopping small and avoiding big box stores, and they're getting something that doesn't break the bank but fulfills their self-care needs.
Okay.
How does that sound?
That sounds exactly like your customer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you 100% nailed that. Knowing what I know about your business and your products.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so any thoughts on who your customer avatar is?
I feel like my products definitely fulfill like a gift giving need. I feel like a lot of the time I am being told that this is being purchased as a gift.
Okay.
So it's hard sometimes to like figure out who exactly is, like I know who the product is for. I think I have an idea of who's buying it. So I have a kind of a wider age range. Okay, so 30 to 60 years old. And I would say it's a little more female, but it is both men and women that are typically buying my stuff. I am guessing that the income is going to be a little bit higher than yours. Person is probably working class. I think that their interests are going to be travel, restaurants, shopping, supporting small businesses. There is a major like running through line of nostalgia in my work. I would say that like that would be the number one thing that I would describe my work as, is it's nostalgic. A lot of the ornaments that I make are representing well-known businesses in our area that are gone now, that are like, I call them my vintage ornaments. They are businesses that have gone out of business, or, you know, the owners retired, whatever, decided to sell the business. So there's like that major component of, oh my God, like we used to go here when we were kids, or oh my God, my parents loved that restaurant, or the amount of people that have like reached out to me to say like, oh, my uncle was an owner of that place like back in the day, or we owned that location before it became this location. There is a tie to the locality that is like very specific about my stuff, and that's like kind of the major through line I can come up with. It's local, it's nostalgic.
It's literally North Shore.
It's literally
locals.
North Shore locals ornaments.
Beverly natives.
We're not talking about the South Shore
And North Shore.
We're talking about North Shore, and most of the places that I've done are like within a 15-mile radius of Beverly.
Your person is a townie.
Oh, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Write that down.
Townie. Okay. T-O-W. Okay. So my person is definitely a townie. They are someone that, like, the impulse buy factor of my business, I think, is like very high. And this is like, I think one of the bigger differences between mine and your business is like you do consumables. So someone runs out of their candle and they want another one. No one's going to run out of my ornament. So I have to continually be putting out new things to try and like keep that person engaged and interested. What I do notice about my typical customer is like the likelihood of someone coming back and shopping with me again is very, very high. I notice a lot of repeat customers. Yeah. I don't know if I answered really any of. I'm just throwing out words.
I'm going to ask you specific. This is a good intro to what you're thinking. So you gave the age. It's probably male, female. LGBTQ included?
Sure, of course, absolutely.
What's their family status? Single, probably have a family.
They probably have a family.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Who doesn't have a family anyway?
No. We all got families.
Well, when I say family, I mean, like, what's it? Your
like a nuclear family unit,
your
like that
household,
kind of thing.
like who lives in your house.
Yeah,
married.
I would say like this is not the kind of person that like moves around a lot. Like this is probably someone that has like, you know, formed roots in our town and has like been here for a long time and has maybe like generational like ties to, you know, to the North Shore would be my guess.
And things they value, nostalgia is one of them.
For sure. They value when someone has like worked hard to create their own business. Like these are people that want to be supporting something like a Kitty's restaurant instead of going to like Fridays, right? Like they want to be supporting the business that's been there for a long time, that is family owned, and they know the waitresses, they know the bartenders, they know the menu up and down.
This is heavy on the hometown values.
Absolutely.
For your customer avatar.
Yeah.
What are their interests outside of values? So Christmas would be one of them.
They're interested in Christmas. I think I wrote down interests as like restaurants, drinking. So something
shopping local would be
something
one.
that like my stuff does very well if it is paired with like an event where like people are like drinking.
Yeah.
People are like that is like
buy.
yes, the impulse buy, the
oh my god, the Anchor.
Yeah, I love the Anchor.
I'm drinking
it's
beer now. The Anchor is beer.
Yeah, like so I did, you know, something like Block Party, which is an event that got canceled this year. I'm a little upset. Like that was a killer event for me. Whereas I don't think would be typically a great event for like a lot of artists. But mine
it wouldn't be for candles, and I'm a Beverly store.
Yeah,
it would not be good.
Yeah,
for me.
so that's an event that hopefully comes back next year. But they would close down our whole main drag, and like a bunch of Beverly businesses would set up tables and booths, and there was more like food and beverage booths and like less artists, but they would have some Beverly-based like artists and businesses, and mine killed it last year, but like I could definitely see it like not really being the type of audience that would be great for if you're out there selling prints or like ceramics.
Yeah.
I just don't think that audience would have been that interested in buying that kind of stuff that day, whereas they came by mine and they were like, oh my, we were just at Fibber's last night, or,
Yeah.
oh, I loved Freddy's. Like that was our favorite place to
Can
go
also
to growing
easily
up.
slip it into their purse.
100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can't do that with an art print or a frame.
You sure can't.
Whatever.
Nope.
Whatever people are framing.
Yeah.
So what are the pain points of your customers? Now, before you answer this, I know this sounds insane. My customers who are buying ornaments, they don't have problems. Like, what is the problem here? There's problem is a spectrum. Okay, so we're not talking about like, you know, the most extreme problems here. We're talking about like daily tribulations that are like, oh, I need a gift for this person. Oh, I need to decorate for Christmas. Oh, I need my house to smell good. Like that kind of problem. I'm putting in quotes.
Well, so I know exactly what the problem is.
Yeah.
The problem is buying a gift for someone that they want to keep. That is not just a like silly throwaway, or like, well, I'm not sure if they really need this. I'm not really sure if they want this. Like, I envision my ornaments as like a really good gift to say to the person you're gifting it to. Like, hey, this reminded me of you, and I knew that you would like it because you love this place. And and again, that nostalgia through line. The amount of people that tell me that they buy the anchor ornament for their dad. Like, I feel like that's almost my target audience. And I've like used the, like, when I have a Nick's roast beef ornament, and I'll say like, just get your uncle what he really wants. It's a Nick's roast beef ornament. Because it's, again, it's small. It doesn't take up a lot of space. It is something that like clearly indicates to the person it's being given to, like, I know that you like this. I know that maybe you would not buy this for yourself, or you maybe wouldn't come across this for yourself, but that you will be happy that you have it.
Packs a lot of value.
Yeah.
I can see people buying your ornaments because they met at the Anchor, or
Sure,
they
yep.
met at the roast beef place for some reason.
Katie couldn't imagine that scenario. But.
Or like, what's another ornament you have? You've got Glorious.
Glorious,
was
yep.
a long-standing like food market, like a little smaller convenience store, and I just they are the epitome of vintage.
Yes.
It feels like, and I feel like because they were around for so long, I can see somebody getting nostalgic over just seeing the like, oh, I went there every Friday on my lunch break or whatever, or like there's a couple who got married at the what's another ornament you have?
Lynch Park.
There's a couple who got married at Lynch Park, maybe, you know? So
Yep.
these pack a lot of value, potential value.
Yes.
So that can be infused into your marketing when you're talking to your, when you're making Instagram posts, when you're making newsletters and things like that. You're going to talk about the value that your product is bringing. And these are the types of examples. So that's the benefit of drawing up your customer avatar, because things like this start popping up in your head. And you're like, oh, I didn't realize I should be talking about the nostalgia factor or the value or the memory factor. Things like that.
Yeah.
Does this help you to feel better about having an avatar? Yeah. This will also be helpful when you have staff. So I said earlier, like, I didn't really draw it up until last year. I always had it in my head. I just didn't have it on paper. I wrote it up for my staff because it helps them to develop better conversations and communications with the customers that come into our store. I also had people writing newsletters for me for a long time. It helped them to develop their voice around what they were going to write in the newsletters. Same with social media. It helped them with that. So this is going to help you if you have staff as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Who are doing marketing for you or running a shop and whatever.
So something that I have noticed, or that I've like taken note of, I'm trying to figure out, is with my social media presence. So I've definitely have like built up my following. I have a lot of followers that are like other makers and artists, which are great. And I love them. But like, I know that that's not my target audience. So I'm wondering if there's anything that you could say to like how to better infuse your target audience. I wonder if there's anything that you could say to, like, how do you infuse that into your social media so that you're actually speaking to your target audience in a better way, in a more concise way? Because I know I definitely need to figure that out a little bit better.
So you're going to look back at the list that you made. And when you're talking about tone and when you're talking about context of like the types of words you're using, remember when I said, like, how do they talk? Do they use slang and stuff? This is an example of how you can formulate sentences that you're writing in the caption. So like, I know that my target audience is probably using slang ironically. So I'll do that. I'll do that in the in the caption.
Sure.
I'll be like, what's a word that I used recently? I hate using it, but I was like, my people are probably using this. It's one of those Gen Z. I can't even think of it. That's how like little
like bet,
bet or like
no cap. How did the kids speak?
I can't even think of one.
Who knows? There's no way to know. I do think you do a very good job with your social media. Like, I can always tell that you are speaking to your avatar, whereas I think mine's like still so all over the place. And I think part of what I struggle with is that I don't know if my like target audience is on Instagram.
So that might be the case. I think that a good way for you to find out is to start talking to them.
I talk to them all the time.
Talk to your target audience. I mean, like after you've developed your avatar, you're going to develop the way that you're going to talk to them. So if your target person is a 60-year-old man who should like spend his afternoons at the Anchor pub, you're going to start thinking of the words that the North Shore.
So I have to go hang out at the Anchor?
No, just like
don't twist my arm.
Don't do that. Sure.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
So a big thing that I see makers doing, businesses doing, is talking in the first person, using I a lot. What you want to be doing and what this developing your avatar is going to help you do is you're going to talk to this person. You're talking to one person in your post. You're not going to say y'all. You're not going to say you all. You're not going to say
all the time.
I know you do.
Oh,
you're not going to say you
no
guys.
More y'all. I'm writing it down.
You're not getting on stories. You're going to be like, hey guys, because picture them on the other end. They're going to be like, it's just me here. It's only me on the other side of this screen. Who is she talking to? If you talk to that one person, that's going to make them feel even more special and even more targeted.
Okay.
Not targeted. I feel targeted. No, it's going to make them feel like you're talking to them.
Okay.
And they're going to be like, oh, she's talking to me. I should go look at her. Or I'm going to go buy an ornament right now. Just kidding. I can't guarantee that that's going to happen. But it definitely makes them feel more included and more like you see them. You know?
Okay,
you know
so
no
more y'all and hey guys.
Yeah. And no more I, unless it's actually like has something to do with you.
Okay.
You can't sell your product by being like, I think this is a great product.
Right.
Why do they need your product? What's the problem that they have? And using these bullet points and defining them are going to help you to figure that out. Okay. Does that answer your question?
No,
even?
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Hundo P.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm not a marketing major. I went to school for psychology, and
you did?
I learned all of this. Yes. I learned all of this just by having a business. So potentially I've missed some stuff. And if we did, don't send me an email.
She doesn't want your feedback.
No, I do. You can just comment on our next post and just be like, oh, here's the thing that I've, just do it. Just be nice. Just be nice to us.
Just be nice.
All right. And then go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, if you are finding value in this, please share the pod, share the episode, leave us a review. As you know, we're on episode 4. We're still trying to build this little baby.
Yeah.
We're still trying to get it going. So if you are enjoying it, you're finding value, please share it. And feel free to send us messages if you have things that you specifically want to hear about, or if there was something that really resonated with you. We'd love to hear about it. We are in the DMs responding.
Yeah.
We're responding to comments. We are accessible.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's be friends.
Let's chat.
Yeah.
You want to come on the pod?
Yeah.
We're going to figure out how to make that happen. We don't know yet, but we're going to figure it out. And then your homework for today is to draw up your customer avatar. So draw it up. Send it to us even.
Yeah.
Be like,
we'd love
is
to
this
see
good?
it. Yeah.
And I'll be like, I don't know.
I wasn't a marketing major. And I'll say looks good to me because I'm just really...
Just kidding. I might have feedback. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. So next time we're going to talk about social media. Then we'll talk about newsletters. Maybe we'll talk about some other stuff.
Yeah.
IDK.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye. Shit, do we need to read?